Сейчас будет пытка. Начало. На этом я офнул вчера.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
Greetings.
Torturing people? What have I gotten myself into? So, it's up to us again.
Christ, pardon me.
Praise the Lord.
You go first.
New blood? Did the last two get tired?
We're not Trotsky guards.
I don't give a fuck who you are. I still won't tell you anything.
Lord von Berghoff thinks otherwise.
Aye? Then all three of you can go and hold hands on your way to hell.
Ha ha! We've got a joker here. Who are you?
Nobody important.
That's for us to judge, if you wouldn't mind.
And who are you, if you're not guards?
My name is Henry, and this is Hans Capon.
Sir Hans Capon to you.
We're here at the behest of Laura von Berghoff, but we're not his soldiers.
Vermin just the same.
You know what? Let's try it the easy way. If you tell us what we want to know, nothing will happen to you.
Fuck off, bastard!
This is going nowhere. You know, my friend here is a blacksmith's son. And he knows well what to do with things like these tongues here.
You won't get anything out of me. Bigger men have tried. So take those tongs and shove them up your arse, you whoreson traitor!
I'm no traitor.
Everyone who's in league with that bastard von Berghoff is a traitor!
Shut your mouth! No filthy bandit and murderer is going to lecture us here. Let's do what we came to do. You can see there's no point in fooling around with him. Now you're going to talk, you fucking louse. Understand?
I'm not saying anything. Do as you will.
Where's that band of yours hiding? You're playing the hero here, but we already know where you rats are holed up.
You don't know shit!
We know it's Nebakov.
What? How could you know?
We were there. How did you manage that?
Old Nabak is a gullible fool, like you two. And stupid as he is, he didn't have many men in the fortress. We took it with one finger up our noses.
Just who are you people? I doubt you're just common bandits.
Indeed not. We actually give a shit about the fate of this land. And above all, we don't want it fucked up by sellouts like you!
Bollocks! You're nothing but a band of mercenaries raiding for coin. You're no different than bandits. So don't try to turn your crimes into something noble. I know quite well what you are. And I'll tell you in a language you understand.
Someone must be in charge of everything. I want to know who.
Fuck off!
If you act sensibly, I'll put a word in for you with Lord von Berghoff.
Well, I suppose that can't hurt. Fuck! I don't know him personally.
Say his name.
They call him Jan. But that's all I know. For fuck's sake!
Is there a man among you they call Istvan?
I don't remember.
Now, there's no point in denying it. We know Istvan well.
A bit too well, I'd say.
Look, I'll tell you about him, but only because he's odd anyway.
Finally, something we can agree on.
How do you mean? Odd?
He seemed lily-livered to me. A coward. He avoids combat like the devil does crosses.
Does he have a special sword?
What special sword? Dobradilla.
Henry!
Does he, or doesn't he?
I don't know about any fucking sword!
To hell with you. Why would some mercenary from God knows where want to kill Otto von Berghoff? It doesn't add up. Someone must be supporting him.
Your ma gives all kinds of support every night.
You still have a chance to put an end to all of this. Just tell us what you know. Well then, what's it gonna be?
I heard he's some nobleman.
What nobleman?
I don't know anymore. Jesus Christ!
Fine. I'll believe you. Somebody in the region must be helping you.
I'll tell you no more. Nothing. Go and crawl back to your von Berghoff.
You must tell me. After all, he's the one responsible for your suffering. If it weren't for him, you wouldn't be rotting here.
That's a load of bollocks!
Oh, is it? If he really wanted to help you, von Berghoff wouldn't come out of it alive. I want that bastard's name, now!
Kurva!
The name, say the name!
Olda! Sabine!
The groom! That's why he left his
Ё-моё.
own wedding.
Jesus Christ!
Я писал
And what about the others? Once von Berghoff finds out,
All hell will break loose! But the people from the fortress are innocent! They know nothing!
Gnarly. Agnes. Good lord.
If you tell him, their blood will be on your hands!
Von Berghoff isn't a madman. He'll meet justice out fairly.
My arse!
Блин, только не коряга. Коряга легенда. Это самый крутой мужик. Пожалуйста.
Why did you ambush us? Over by Rock Tower Pond.
Fuck! That was you? I knew I saw you somewhere before, and I'm sorry it wasn't for the last time.
you slaughtered a party of messengers, you goddamn monsters, my innocent men!
In war, no one is innocent. All of you on von Berghoff's side deserve to die.
But we're not on von Berghoff's side. We came to him to negotiate an end to this senseless war. Only your damn band of outlaws put a stop to that.
Ha! A likely story.
There's no point in explaining anything to this numbskull. A firm hand is all he understands.
You're not worth the effort. I think the interrogation is over.
We'll see what Lord von Berghoff has to say about it.
Go to hell! And von Berghoff too. I pray someone will send you there. Soon.
How do you feel?
Well, it's not a pleasant feeling. But I'm glad that in the end we didn't have to, you know.
I reckon he told us everything we wanted to know.
Yes, good work. There's some fella called Jan in charge. They occupied Nabokov, and that bastard Istvan joined them. But what he came out with in the end about that Samin being an ally, I just can't understand it. Why, for God's sake, has Samin turned against von Bergov? It's open rebellion.
Do you think the others in the fortress are in on it? Old Semin? Gnarly?
I hope they're innocent. But either way, it looks like a terrible mess.
Now, there's nothing to be done. We must tell von Bergov what's really going on with Semin.
Don't think he'll be very pleased. Either way, we should go and see him as soon as possible and
Ну,
not drag
думаю, не
things out.
рассказывать не
He's
вариант
surely
вообще.
already waiting for us impatiently. Careful.
Что дождь имеешь в меню? Что? Что он дает? Ты еще долго будешь пребывать в блаженной неге. Блин, ну я надеюсь, она выживет. Ничего плохого не сделал вроде.
Hail Mary.
I bring news from the torture chamber.
Excellent. I will send for Burgrave Hashek. I want him to hear it too.
We interrogated that captive, as you ordered, sir.
And were you able to find out anything useful?
I think you'll find some of it useful, sir.
Speak then.
Your suspicions about Semin were correct. We found out young Semin was in it up to his ears.
Which means precisely what?
That he's in league with the bandits. And he left his own wedding just to ambush you.
That madman. I will make him pay for that. And what of his father? And the people in the fortress? Have they been covering for him all this time?
I don't think so. His disappearance from the wedding wouldn't have caused such a fuss, in that case. Old Semin was quite jarred by it. If he'd known in advance, he'd have acted differently.
That sounds likely. Very well then.
The prisoner confirmed that Istvan Toth is with them.
Ah. That man in black armor, yes? I remember you mentioned him.
Precisely. Black armor. As black as his soul.
I understand you don't like him. That he's only one man. I'm more interested in that pack as a whole.
We've confirmed the information about Nabokov. The bandits are holed up there. The ones who've been ambushing your men throughout the region.
And us as well.
We will take care of them soon.
That's all we found out.
I must say, you got quite a lot out of him. Certainly more than your men managed, Hashek.
But sir, they...
In any event, the die has been cast. Hashek, get your men ready. You will go to Semin and deal with that traitor.
He won't escape punishment, sir.
Nebakov will be next in line.
Lord Capon, Henry. We'll meet in the late afternoon by the stables in the upper courtyard. We won't wait for laggards, so be there on time.
Капец, хайп.
Should we ride out for Semin?
Wait, we still have to wait for Hashek. We're not going to go there alone. Von Bergov is taking this all a bit too seriously, don't you think?
Are you surprised? He only got out.
Well, so did we. I'm going to go to the stables and wait there for our departure. Come with me if you want.
All right. I'll wait with you.
Блин, надо поесть.
There you are. Can we get going?
I'm ready.
I'm always ready. As many a wench will tell you.
So mount up and we'll ride out. The rest of the company will join us on the way. We've got...
Чё это за меч? Может, тут тренировочный какой-то? Так. Бейгл. А вон куча творожников.
A long haul ahead of us. So the hell with unnecessary nonsense. That's right.
Чё, не в арморе? Окей. Go-go. Ну, сюжет, конечно, как обычно, очень крутой.
Young Semin, fired against our lord. We're going to get him.
maiden standing behind the gate. That was in Gable's riddle.
А я думал, кстати, старуха и девица это про вот этих. Те, которые зелья. Ой, травниц. Жену и Павлену. Все, они в арморе, поэтому я тоже их звал.
Henry, you and Lord Capon have already been to Semin, haven't you?
Aye. In fact, I'd say I know my way around there pretty well. Why?
It's good to know the place you're going to when there could be trouble, knowing its
Капец,
strengths
у
and
нас свита
weaknesses.
прям.
Number of men hiding places. So, I'll be counting on you if things go wrong there.
I hope nothing goes wrong. I don't believe old Semin has joined the bandits. Can I ask you, what actually happened when they ambushed you?
You don't even want to know, boy.
I need to know. They ambushed us as well. We've got a score to settle with them too.
I meant to say, I don't want to talk about it.
Well, if you tell me, maybe we'll learn something that will help us.
I suppose you're right, even if it is an unpleasant memory.
Trust me. I know what you're talking about.
I'll tell it to you like this, boy. I'm an old soldier. I've seen a thing or two. But this was a massacre. They ambushed us from hiding. There was a terrible explosion, smoke everywhere, and they showered us with crossbow bolts and God knows what else.
Smoke?
I don't know what kind of devilment it
Оружие,
was,
может.
but all manner of confusion broke out among our men. They took advantage and spared no one. They killed his lordship's field surgeon, and even a maidservant on the cart. But the worst thing is, they killed young Master Albert, Sir Otto's page. I was fond of that boy.
Sorry to hear that.
He protected Lord von Burgo with his own body like a true knight. Saved him and paid the price himself.
Not everyone has such metal.
Aye. Others would have shit themselves in his place. Only he was the son of a respectable family. And now Lord von Burgo will have to tell his father.
How did you manage to escape?
After the initial chaos, I managed to get a few men together and fight back. We had better armor, we gained a bit of advantage, and they fled.
Just like that?
Aye, it was odd. It seemed once they lost the advantage of surprise, they wouldn't risk it anymore. Or maybe they were going for Von Burgo and his captain. Thought they were dead. Von Burgo, Captain Thomas, the page and the scribe were on the ground at that point.
Yeah, there's something to that. What about the prisoner?
We wounded him in the leg, so he was unable to flee with the others. He hid in the woods, but he didn't get far. They left him there. Didn't care about their own people.
Would you recognize any of them?
Damn right I would. They were masked. But if I see some bastard there with a cut-up leg or a scar on his face, it's clear they were in on it. And then there'll be hell to pay in Semine.
I'm sure they deserve to be dealt with justly.
And my men didn't deserve justice? Young Master Albert, the Sawbones, every man who fell was a good and decent fella. I'll never forgive those swine for what they did. As the saying goes, fight fire with fire.
One more thing, Burgrave. Their commander. Was he a big man in armor with a mace?
Aye, a mace. And he was damn good with it. That villain is no ordinary bandit, I'll tell you.
So we had the honor of encountering the same band. And did you see another fella there? Black armor, expensive ornate sword.
I don't think so. But if he's with them, we'll get him. Fear not, lad.
There was this captain. Robard was his name. Good man.
Нет, в смысле, так я не пригонял никого.
Open the gates! The Lord Burgov's emissaries! It's about time you also let us in.
Welcome, Hashek. To what do I owe this, somewhat late visit, gentlemen?
Such a hearty welcome. Surely you wouldn't be angry at the Burgrave of Trotsky for merely passing by.
Certainly not. Be my guests.
Just passing by, eh? I don't suppose it's lodgings for the night you're after, gents.
You're right about that. You can stuff your lodgings. I'm interested in that youngster of yours. Where's Older? Are you hiding him?
What do you mean, Hashek?
Don't play games with me. We know everything. He helped ambush Lord von Burgo's company. So where is he?
My Older? But that's...
That's a serious accusation, Hashek. Unless you've got evidence, I'd advise you and your old company to ride back to Trotsky on the double. You two, what's the meaning of this?
Let's talk it over calmly. Maybe it's just a misunderstanding.
Misunderstanding my arse. Just look at him. He knows very well what this is about.
You should tell us what you know, sir. For your own good.
Come on, spit it out. Where are you hiding him?
I've no idea what you're talking about.
Do I have to turn this place upside down? Stop bullshitting me.
How dare you?
I withdraw my offer of hospitality. Leave, knights. We're finished here.
You're the one who's finished if you don't get your head around what's going on here. In the name of Sir Otto of Burgo, I'm giving you your last chance. Talk!
My God, he may be hot-headed, but he never killed anyone.
Sir, no.
He's my only son, Hashek. I'll tell you where you can find that damned band. But don't take my older from me.
Where the fuck do you think we are? In some market where you can bargain with me? Your son helped murder my people. And you expect me to let him go? Hand him over, or this place will be reduced to ashes.
Блин, и чё мне ответить?
You better listen to him, Lord Seming. This is a serious matter.
Do you not understand me? If you had a son, you wouldn't hand him over to the executioner either.
Keep resisting me, and I can promise he'll never make it to the executioner.
If you try anything, Hashek, I swear.
Shut your mouth, Gnarly. Everyone who's with those bandits is a vile traitor. And everyone helping them as well.
Hashek, don't overdo it. Older deserves a fair trial, not a blood feud on his entire family.
That's true. Maybe they didn't even know about it.
You surely don't believe them, do you? Ha! I'm going to burn down this nest of vipers. And if anyone tries to stop me, I'll make no distinction between you and them. Well then, which side are you on?
Nothing is going to be burned down.
That's not what Lord von Bergov wanted of you, Hashek. Come to your senses.
You won't tell me what to do or not do. I'll have my revenge on these bastards, and nobody will stand in my way. Not even you.
Enough talk! Guards!
To arms! Hammer them!
Что?
Traitors! Kill those traitors! I knew we could trust that pair!
А почему мы... Блин, как все повернулось плохо.
Come and help me with this bastard.
I'm gonna shoot you!
I'll shoot you, an extra asshole!
Nice strike.
Christ! That must hurt!
What the fuck? Von Bergov will hang us for this. All of us.
There is no other way.
Oh, thanks. Thank you.
Christ. Such carnage. Von Bergov did this.
His right hand, Hashek.
Von Bergov didn't want anything like this. We were just supposed to... Fuck!
He was taking revenge for the ambush.
If you'd listened to me, I told you to...
It doesn't matter anymore who told who what, goddammit! That was yesterday's shit! Now it's all new, and we're up to our necks in it!
Von Bergov will be expecting Hashek to return.
Exactly! And when he finds out what happened, he'll raise Samin to the ground.
What are we going to do?
First, I have a few questions for Older here.
All right. But quickly, please.
Why did he join those bandits?
Because von Bergov is a traitor. A scourge of this land. Isn't that clear?
Your father is his vassal. Didn't it occur to you what would happen when he found out? Besides, a noble siding with such a rabble.
If I'd known, I'd never have consented to such a thing, believe me.
Because your spine is so bent from old age that you can't even stand up tall and straight anymore. Those bandits, as you call them, are the only people in this domain with the courage to stand against injustice for a righteous cause. But it seems that means nothing to all you here.
Enough. Remember who we owe our lives to. Have a little humility. Since we've lost everything else because of you.
I'd rather live in squalor than in a golden cage as von Bergov's rat.
Does the name Istvan Toth mean anything to you?
Why do you ask?
Because I have a feeling you must have come across him. And he has something that belongs to me.
Aye. I know the name. He joined us not long ago.
He's a traitor!
Traitor or not, we can use every man who will stand against von Berghoff. But he's a foreigner, and I don't trust foreigners much.
Who are they? These allies of yours?
Good checks, for the most part. That's all you need to know about them.
They're common murderers. They took the lives of my people, innocent people.
No one who tries to strike bargains with von Berghoff is innocent in our eyes.
Now you've gone too far.
This is a war. All sorts of things can happen. As long as that criminal sits in Trotsky, there will be no peace in this domain.
There's no peace because of that very band of yours. The one you even left your own wedding for.
But we almost had him.
My God. Why do you punish me so? What will we do?
Von Berghoff already knows the outlaws are based in Nebakov, and he's planning a big raid. We can take advantage of that.
If we're lucky, and he believes what Henry and I tell him, hopefully he'll only take out his wrath there.
Meanwhile, we could flee.
And leave them to their fate. Betray my comrades in arms.
Older, look around you, damn it. Was this not enough for you? If he wants, von Berghoff will raise every castle for miles around to the ground.
When does von Berghoff want to attack Nabokov?
Only he knows for now.
And don't even think about warning them. We must disappear immediately.
If we're to save ourselves, we'll have to cover our tracks.
What do you propose?
Well, it might sound mad, but Hashek was planning to burn down the fortress, and
I think I know where this is going.
we must do the same.
Are you mad? Burn down our family seat?
Oh, Older. Henry's right. It's the only way. We can't stay here and pretend nothing happened.
Do you have anywhere to go?
Yes, I suppose so.
Be sure to go as far as possible. And you should set off this very night and make sure no one sees you. We'll give you until morning, and then we'll send news to von Berghoff, and then it's in God's hands.
The two of us will go back to Trotsky now, and put on the best charade we can for von Berghoff.
And not a word to anyone about what happened here. Anyone.
If it all works out, and if we ever meet again, I'll repay you.
Let's not delay any longer, Older. God protect us. And you as well.
We should ride back. Report this to von Berghoff.
Сейчас. Есть у меня. А этот выжил? Блин, ну я надеюсь, коряга выжил. То его что-то не было в этом диалоге. Ну, это, конечно, жесть. Кучу занятой едой какой-то. Вообще почему? А, я тогда забыл положить, видимо.
Henry, you think we made the right decision?
Definitely. You saw the hell Hashek and his men let loose, didn't you?
That's true. But Von Bergov won't just let it go. I don't know if we should return to Trotsky at all. What if he notices something? What if we slip up? Fuck. What then?
We'll have to pretend we didn't want to get involved. And only survived due to luck.
Right. Hashek wanted to handle it himself and leave us behind. So we only just made it out. And... God, Henry. I don't know if I can do this.
We must. Like always.
Ну блин, я просто не хочу убивать корягу. Ну и вот этот пан Симин, он тоже нормально. Ну вот этот... Если бы можно было только сына его забрать, то да. Причем он... И, кстати, он говорит, что он предатель, этот пан Бергов, но он вообще это никак не доказал. Ну хоть что-то бы сказал, типа там почему так считает. Все такое.
Quick!
Ну, в начале игры мы какой-то замок обороняли. Это, видимо, тот бандитский. Потому что он был явно не похож на вот этот. Странно, странно, конечно. Все меняется за 10 секунд. Так и бывает. Блин, мне надо будет еще после этого квеста попробовать книгу найти. А то вдруг мне запретят сюда вообще ходить. По-моему, сходим. Быстро. Сказал бы что-то еще. Спать идет. А, чита. Блин, а смысл я зашел? Написано читаться с утра. Лол. Я думаю, что он молчит? Выйти уже не помню. Где мой барбос?
But where have you got to now?
Ладно, может тогда квест быстро выполнить. Он вряд ли мне скажет, когда он спит.
Good doggy, good boy. Here you go. Take it.
Что успею?
What kind of...
Rare ones, lad. His lordship spends...
What is the royal...
I understand, lad.
Yeah, exactly.
Sir Otto von Burgo is the royal chamberlain. He manages the royal towns and monarchies.
Why does Sir Otto...
Because that's the seat of the royal court, and our lord... Praga caput regni, young man. Prague is the heart of the kingdom. all the political threads. If you want to be somebody, or to Moravia, to that traitor.
Excuse me, but...
And what else should I call a person who only...
But now he's fighting for a king.
Jobst has changed sides so often, it's But, to give him credit, Wenceslas wasn't even able to hold on to the imperial crown. Yes, indeed. One day, that bloody... He might even become...
Why doesn't Lord von Burgov free our King Wenceslas from captivity in Vienna?
It's politics.
I understand. Why did they take our king captive? And why did the...
That's complicated. Back during... And when young Wenceslas came to the throne, that's why he surrounded himself with faithful lower lords.
I reckon the high nobility didn't like...
You're damn right they didn't. They conspired against... That started a protracted war, dragging the king's cousins, but King Wenceslas was stubborn, unyielding. He preferred to run away from politics to wine, women, and it was only a matter of time before the lords conspired. A year ago, they got together and captured Wenceslas in Prague, and Sigismund had the royal castle. They secretly took the king to Vienna, where his brother is still holding him firmly
So von Burgov and the others want Sigismund to be king?
Not at all. Soon they discovered they'd miscalculated, and that Sigismund wanted... I think that's why Lord von Burkhoff received your message. He's trying to find...
Who are among Wenceslas...
Who do you think? All the noble... The most powerful are Henry of Rosenberg, Henry of Hraditz, Boresh of Riesenberg, Bohuslav of...
But we serve Sahanis of Lipa and...
Exactly. They're representatives of the lower nobility, who always stood faithfully by Wenceslas, but... On the contrary, boy. It's only thanks to politics that
I'd like to learn...
What is this about?
I heard some interesting books. There's one I'd like to borrow. A sand-coloured cover.
Yes, several... But why are you interested in an
I've heard there are some... Every alchemist is in dogged pursuit of...
Perhaps you know more about... Well, I'll have to disappoint you. And the one you're looking for, he left with it before I could... All I remember is the author... I'm fairly benevolent when it comes to lending books, but he's had it borrowed for an excessive amount of time now.
I'll have a talk with Nick...
You think I haven't tried? But since you've already... It seems Nick Vard lost... I've warned him repeatedly not to... But Nick Vard is old and stubborn.
The price of such a book must be...
But I digress. As I said, Nick Vard is intentionally avoiding me. I've managed to find 3 people who've spoken to him recently. Bertha, the cook, Regina...
I reckon those aren't the only...
I'm surprised that he's ever spoken... Nick Vard is a loner. Which is also why... Now that he's decided to leave his... But I'm afraid that's all I've managed to find out.
I'll help you. I'll ask...
Many thanks. If you aren't...
I won't keep you... I'd like to...
What is this about?
About that...
Please tell...
First, I'm...
Who exactly?
You said Nick Vard. Where at the castle does he live?
Nick Vard lives like a hermit here. His chambers are in the Crone's Tower. He took his meals lately. I've often seen him talking to... Or looking out the hall window.
So I just have to...
Nick Vard always just shows up. I'm not surprised you can't find him anywhere.
Where is Bertha?
Bertha cooks for us in the Crone. If you can't find her there, try the first house in the lower car.
Where is Regina?
As Lord von Burkhoff's personal maid, perhaps in the Knight's Hall. Or...
Where is her?
I've seen him with Hirsch at the transport. He sleeps in the house directly...
That's everything. I'd like to...
What are you interested...
I'm sorry.
I'd like... What are you interested...
I apologize. Jesus Christ.
Bertha, instead of death, the scribe told me you might...
Well, I brewed him another fire. I told him to stop by for another...
Did he say where?
I can't say.
Oh, come now. Nick Varb, I need to find it.
I remember the recipes by heart.
Listen, Bertha. I truly respect... I'm in the service of a nobleman myself. Whether it's Nick Vard's illness or a both carry equal weight. I stand by my...
Lord Libac's troubles can hardly come... It's really quite...
So you'll tell me then?
Well, it's a common potion for a bellyache. Just better tasting. It helps your meals. In that regard, Lord Libac had... Oh, everything came out much too...
Nick Vard didn't have time...
It was in the privy down below the crone. I helped him clean his hose and made him the medicine. Lord Libac is quite particular about the impression he makes on the young maid. That's why he didn't use the privy near the maid's quarters. Though it's closer to his chamber, but this time...
Is that all?
What else is there to say? That the entire... It happens to the best of us. And I must say, he did look as if...
I don't know if this is gonna...
Well, you could have found a worse clue.
Thanks anyway.
Типа мама Екатерины, это в одном доме. Хочет разговаривать.
Went to see him, but he pulled me up, and you were surprised.
Stuck in the wheel on...
Greetings!
You're kidding. Who was it?
Some vagabond.
God rest his soul.
And get this. Milabushka says he was in the water at least a week, judging by the state.
Good day to you.
So what?
I'm looking for Nick Vard.
Hey, Nick. I mean, I suppose his task wasn't...
What do you mean?
Nick Libac. He's a castle lord. But then I heard what another castle lord was planning. He says there's a war.
I need to know more about...
No. There are...
Gold chain around his neck.
What are you blathering?
Von Berghoff said. I told him, watch out for... You're a spy.
Didn't even rob him.
I'm not.
Ha! That's why you have to be vetted. To see if you're really on our side. The side that Nick Vard's on. Just so you know.
I'd like to.
Hold your horse.
Tell me what you want.
A sword.
Sword? What sword?
A long and very good one. If you bring it to me, I'll know you'll forge one, buy one, maybe from one of the guards at the training ground or
Steal a sword?
Not a spy who wants to help my servant. Once I get a sword...
You wanted to...
That's perfect. I don't think you're a spy.
What about Nick?
Nick Vard asked me to do something for him. He must have... Either way, Nick looked troubled and not very happy. And I told him I would. But then Nick Vard clutched his belly.
That's all?
Aye. If you run into Nick, I'll be going into war.
I'll tell him. Here, Mutt!
Опять этот баф долго действует. Написано, сколько он еще?
For a woman to stink like that.
What did the water make you say? day to you.
Do you know where I can find...
Erazim is suddenly interested in Nick Vard and me, but when I need him to read something... I'm sorry.
I was asking about...
Aye, I heard you.
I can.
In that case, would you mind...
Show me. Dear Mistress of the Chambers. What is it?
Oh, what I wouldn't give to get messages from someone else. Say, Lord Capon. Ah, never mind. Read on. Though I reckon it...
Persevere. We shall soon escape the cursed fate, however, has placed an... The heat of the Lightbringer's potion is working, and I... But when the last remnants of old age left my body, something... Not much. My damn clumsiness has sent all of the Lightbringer's secrets, but fear not, I shall get them back. May this be the first task on the road. That's it.
Beautiful.
True enough. Nick...
My, that's Liebach for you.
But what does it mean?
Lord, I suggested to him it wasn't proper, but then he found what he calls the Lightbringer's potion book. So I suppose it...
I know the book he's talking about, but what...
Look, can we stop talking about this?
I need help.
No!
Nearly all the time. And he's always threatening to leave everything to the church if I don't release it.
Saturn and Jupiter are in a bad constellation at the moment. That churns up the black bile and makes you ill.
You idiot. You've been hanging around with
You must be Nick Vard, eh? Poor wretch. How many more times am I gonna have to poke around in corpses and shit for that damn crazel?
Keep close to others.
Tell me then, what did he give you for it?
Странно, что с ней поговорить нельзя. Как-то. Неужели она ничего не скажет, что вот эти планы
You
строим?
shouldn't be out here alone.
We're back from Semine, sir.
About time, too. We will talk about everything in my chamber. Let's go.
Sir, with regard to Semine...
I hope you bear some good news, Lord of Perkstein.
Well, unfortunately not, sir. Things went wrong. And old Semine and his people attacked us.
What? And where is Burgrave Hashek?
Hashek is... dead.
Dead? How? And what of his men?
It grieves me, sir. But none of them survived.
How did it happen? Speak.
It turns out Alder was working with the bandits. He even left his own wedding to help them ambush you.
That rat!
Lord Semine didn't want to turn over his son, so a battle broke out. Hashek and his men fought valiantly, I must say.
And what happened then? It sounds like the Semine folk stood no chance.
At first not, sir. It was all over soon. So then we searched the fortress and found Alder wounded. We wanted to arrest him, but he fought like a wounded animal. He didn't survive.
I still don't understand what happened with Hashek and my men.
Well, up till then, everything went smoothly, if you could say that. Hashek ordered the fortress to be torched as a warning to others. But then, the rest of the Semine garrison suddenly pounced on us out of nowhere, and a terrible massacre started. Hashek? Never in my life have I seen anyone fight like that. He must have caught 10 arrows covering the retreat. But to no avail. In the end, the fortress was in flames, and only the two of us made it out alive.
I hope the flames could be seen all the way to Nebakov. Those bastards will soon meet the same fate. That will be all for now. I will speak with the Chamberlain about the steps we shall take against Nebakov. I will announce my plan to all my vassals and allies at the evening feast. I will be expecting you both.
Certainly, sir. Come for me in the evening, so we can go there together.
Ну черти в тросках я сделал же, правильно? Есть. Да, сделано. Да, сейчас пойду отнесу книгу.
Do you know when Von Burr...
I'm not a soothsayer. I reckon he'll announce his plan to his vassal.
What can we do?
Wait. What else? Try to amuse ourselves? Come and pick me up this evening, before the banquet.
better watch out for me. Got it?
I'm not doing anything. You're doing a great job keeping watch.
What can I do for you?
My body...
Certainly.
Prepare me up.
All right.
I'll gladly pay you.
You certainly won't regret it. My baths are first class. Well, that's it for the bath. A shame you can't stay longer. There's all sorts of other pleasant things we could do together, sir.
Бля, если бы у меня не было бафа, просто я думаю, если этот баф собью, ну точнее собьется баф, а он очень долгий, много дольше, чем
I've
просто
been thinking
купание.
about that fight of ours, and I'd like to apologise. So you see I'm not a complete piece of shit.
And next time, be... Would you repent?
Farewell, sir.
Excellent. It was a pleasure doing... What would you like?
I'll have a look.
I was glad to be of help. You good, sir?
Ладно, я, наверное, куплю, то вдруг
Show me.
я еще ну, не встречу больше таких рецептов. Все буду ставить.
I'd like to discuss...
Без цена.
Fine. I'm glad you found what you were...
Блин, как будто можно еще больше скидывать, я просто не понимаю еще. У меня были подковы.
Looking for, sir.
Все равно денег кучу. О, надо сейчас съездить еще за этим коты. Травница.
Greetings. Greetings to you, friend. God bless.
I have the book.
Well, I must admit...
I had a peek inside. The pictures are...
You'll find out soon enough. This real... But why is it all covered in...
Let's just say it actually was under it.
Oh, refining saltpeter. Well, the last...
So what now?
As long as Black Bertolt didn't make any mistakes.
What Bertolt? I'm tired of flying back and forth like a rag on a stick.
Believe it or not, all this secret, it's time. We'll meet with the others and you go ahead. I'm going...
All right, then.
Блин, ну не сейчас же. Потом. Капец, он обижает. А зачем? Значит, на всякий случай сохранюсь.
Here, Mutt.
Hell on earth, just a few days' walk from here. You have to hear this. In silver skeleton, they say. Without warning, attacked
Quick.
humans.
Go. Ja. Go.
Whoa.
Go. Ja.
Whoa. Whoa.
Все равно никого нет, капец. Что делать? Бабак. Жалко. Я им хотел отплатить. Ладно. Тима, можно... Ну, там же написано, можно будет вернуться. Кроме одного задания. Видимо, пан Бёргов все-таки на нас обидится или что? Конечно, да. Понятно. Причем я у них ничего не воровал, там ничего такого. Чтобы они сбежали. Тех людей я не убивал. Нигде не сказано, что типа из-за того, что я их убедил, то они там пришли делов. Ох, капец он обещает. Блин, я надеюсь, успею к Яну птачку. Надеюсь, вечер это у них там 4 часа. Потому что непонятно без времени. Чё хочет тот мужик?
Good day to you.
Дайте. А вот. Капота. Понял, убит. Интересно, когда я вот это второй раз качаю скорость бега, то он вообще будет как Соник какой-то.
What'll happen now?
Our last supper, with only one, but very...
Crazel, please.
And Rob might tell me yourself. What do you...
Well?
Or not, until you try another
I wouldn't do that to him. Not today. Bonnie will start today. At least I'll finally see if she understood my... Bonnie?
First of all, I'd like to thank you on behalf of the whole gang for all the work you've done. We could never have finished the job without you. We found 2 new partners, you and Monarch here. It's good to have someone to rely on. So, it's time we start...
Not yet. Let's pull up that uppity bastard's leg a bit longer. That's the fun part.
No, Z-Neck. First of all, I'd rather like them legs of his. And secondly, I think we've put him through enough suffering. This whole time. But, so you wouldn't go nosing around, we always...
The miller here calls it tackets.
Tactics, you idiot. And everything worked out according to... with the help of Hermes Trismegistos and his successors.
Exactly, Bonnie.
Magnum opus.
I see you've learned something after all. But no, the philosopher...
Let's see then, Henry.
Some kind of weapon?
Well, Henry's not too far from the truth after all, don't you think? Actually, he's pretty spot on. Although weapon... Let's start at the beginning. My father was a miller as well, but I was never... Even as a young boy, I loved running around. And my mother, God rest her soul, decided as soon as I grew up and gained a bit...
So you went to a university in Prague?
Why not? My father worked his arm. I met a lot of remarkable people at the university, but in the end, it only took a year of all that pretend. Most of the students and masters are just a bunch of dogmatic fools. They have their own, as was my case.
You left your...
And I'm glad I... The most important science is not subject to any...
You mean alchemy?
Exactly. The art of combination and dissolution. The key to... I returned to the mill and lower...
What did your parents say when you...
My mother had already passed away. All my father said was, I think in the end he was glad to have... From then on, I brought a few important books from Prague.
That was pretty...
As you might expect, it didn't work. But once I tried mixing sulfur, charcoal, and saltpeter. I had a candle burn. I almost shit myself, I tell you. But then explosive black powder.
So I was right.
No, it's about much.
I couldn't continue my experiments on my own.
So he initiated.
But we just still didn't know how to...
And we used up a...
By the way, the manuscript from that Hermes Tristi...
Only we didn't know correct proportions. I looked, and we found out that before us...
Some fella called Black Bear told, and that he even...
Feuerwerkbuch.
We couldn't believe our luck when we found out there's a copy of it.
And you know...
It's a discovery that will change history. In the right hands, it can make... All it takes is a spark and a storm of fire.
And what will happen now?
As I said, we're about to have our last... Blackbird told never finished his book. Because now, thanks to you, we'll see with our own eyes what a...
Before we get started, this book...
Everything you'd want to know about black powder, and especially how to use it.
Do you really need that?
We do. Saltpeter makes up almost 3... Not even all the cows in the region could produce enough for us once we...
What is it you're gonna...
During wartime, like it is now, a flammable... If we had a few big barrels of the stuff, we could...
All of us here are truly passionate.
What is it you...
I was supposed to become a preacher.
That fits you.
Maybe I would.
God has a path prepared for each of us.
I was supposed to be a dyer, but I was too lazy to work 6 days.
I was supposed to become a nun, but I didn't want to give up the booze and fellas.
And I've already told you everything.
How did a scholar...
Prague is a big city, and a poor student has no chance. Learning to shop with 5 fingers was the first requirement.
I've heard enough. Now I want to see that with my own eyes.
Let's do it then.
Indeed, it is. We can get started. Long live the beautiful new world.
Looks like it ain't working.
I'd say it works just fine.
This will change history.
What? I can't hear a thing. But I'd say it works just fine.
The hole's maybe 9 feet deep. No splinters, white ash.
If my ears ever stop ringing!
What's new?
Nothing much, lad.
We've been through a lot together.
Have you not grown? I've told you plenty already.
But I know about the universe.
That's a to find yourself.
You really led me on about the gunpowder. A golem made of dough.
Not exactly. It's all based... I studied the writings of Bonaventura, but they work brilliantly as a...
I really thought...
Ah, but black powder...
So for the last time, Crazel...
I'll do what I promised. I'm going to gather together all the...
Uh-huh.
That's up to you, Henry. Lord Samin has no hold over you. You know, the inevitability of God's plan...
That sounds somehow hopeful in a peculiar... Now I'm even happier.
The ideal conclusion... Maybe it's time to carry sacks. But if you're still interested in learning a bit more...
I know where to find...
Indeed.
I'd like to...
Well, all right. Throw in a...
Black Pat. We're in the middle of the forest next...
Aye. Never judge a... Curva. Anyways, I hope the miller gives us a bit of extra...
In the worst case, you could...
Farewell.
What is it you need?
Black Power?
Imagine, that monarch of ours?
That dog of yours? What does that have to do?
Just that I was wondering that the explosions didn't bother him at all. At least he won't suffer here. And now I'm not surprised he was so unhappy with that. Hey, how did you know what...
I didn't exactly.
But you said weapons. How did you...
It was clear to me that I figured the illustrations were about either painting the walls with something to make them
Whew! That means it's all on Crazel. Anyway, you did a damn fine job. You deserve a nickname from me, like I promised. We're going to call you... Sourdough.
Sourdough?
Well, when you came here, you were kind of... But as you gained experience, you've risen into a companion we... Take care then, Sourdough. God be with you.
I'd like to learn...
Well, all right. Or a few... Well, all right. Or a... Well, all right. Or a few...
Greetings.
This place used...
No, it was the Hanging Gardens of... This is where the stone... Once the castle was... There's nothing left of those days.
When did they start...
Oh, I was but a babe when they started.
What loony were you?
Well, I heard the rumour around the village is he and his friends, the one who knew where the coin was hidden, fell off the... Since then, the other fella's been sleeping in an inn. He's gone completely insane. Farewell.
What are you waking me up for? Go away! Where do you think you're going?
pleasant evening. Another day almost behind us, eh, Henry?
Good evening.
You've come just at the right time.
Looks like we'll eat and drink our fill.
It'll be mostly a lot of pointless small talk, if you ask me.
You're not looking forward to the feast?
I'm fed up with this waiting. I'd rather set... And above all, I want to put that lying fraud from...
That makes two of us.
I hope so.
What's wrong?
Are you surprised? After what...
All that happened is that we prevent...
I'm not so sure about that. Young Samin deserved punishment, no doubt. He was in cahoots with the band, and if it comes out that we helped him escape, it's mine.
The Older may have been a traitor. But what about his father, Agnes, Captain Gnarly, and the other innocent people in the fortress?
They're all Lord von Bergov's subjects. And they were covering for a traitor.
Well, maybe. But still. Were we supposed to just watch while Hashek's soldiers cut their throats?
You'd better hope our compassion won't be the death of us.
But nobody knows about us, and nobody's gonna look for the Semines. But that's enough of that. We don't...
You're right.
Lord Capon and his page. At last.
Good evening, friends. Join us, please, and sample what our kitchen has to offer. Wench, pour Lord Capon some wine.
We have excellent Hungarian wine, sir.
Thank you. I won't say no. I'll be glad to drink to our upcoming victory over that rabble from Nabokov. And perhaps to an alliance against other such saboteurs throughout the kingdom of Bohemia?
Well said. Just what I like to hear. What do you say to that, Ori?
It is certainly gratifying to hear a young lord expressing such concern for our country's fate.
True. It is admirable that you are determined not to betray your Uncle Hanush's trust. Our agreement stands, of course. But I'd like to remind all of you here that politics is mainly about making the right compromises, not hasty decisions.
We have the same interests, Saroto. We'll be happy to help you deal with those criminals at Nebokov. And let's hope that our cooperation doesn't end there. You know better than anyone how many similar bands plague our kingdom.
Well said. It seems Hanush and Rezig have an eye for capable and eloquent servants. As soon as we are finished with that rebel, I shall write a reply to your letter. But now to the business at hand, my friends. We discussed this long and hard, but we came to the conclusion that the best thing would be to catch them by surprise. And for that reason, we will set out for Nebakov at the crack of dawn tomorrow.
And we will string up the insolent bastard who commands the bandits from the nearest tree.
More wine, Lord Chamberlain?
No, thank you. The Lord Chamberlain needs a clear head. He will lead the assault on the fortress.
What? Sorry, sir. But did you say we'll be under Ulrich's command?
Who else? My captain is injured, and I am expecting an important visit. Unfortunate.
Aha. And may I know what the Lord Chamberlain's plan is?
Of course you may. It's nothing complicated. We'll pass through the Trotsky Gorge early in the morning and reach the fortress unobserved. A quick charge will get us over the palisade, and we'll catch that rabble by surprise. They won't know what hit them. Ha ha!
I'm sorry, sir. But isn't that kind of frontal assault needlessly risky?
Risky? Peasants with pitchforks could handle that rabble. Have no fear, Lord Capon.
Oh, that wouldn't be my plan.
Sorry, sir, but I think my lord here has more experience of soldiering than your Chamberlain. He fought with valor during the conquest of Pribyslavitz and the siege of Talmberg, and I think he'd be more useful.
I have no doubt Lord Capon is very experienced for someone his age. But I'd rather entrust my forces to someone more mature. You're not offended, I hope. Ore.
Perish the thought, sir.
It's thanks to the Lord Chamberlain that this castle is standing. I have complete faith in his abilities.
My friend, send your servant to the smithy for armor and to see
Catherine, sir.
To see Catherine for wine for the journey. We'll move out as soon as the sun rises. Be so kind and get me another pitcher of the Hungarian wine, will you?
As you wish. Just a moment, Lord Chamberlain.
I promise, sir, that this will be my last wine today. The next wine I drink will be to celebrate our victory.
Your health, then, gentlemen. Eat, drink, and be merry. But don't overdo it. Tomorrow, I expect you to display your knightly valor for our rightful and joint cause.
Ah, junger Mann, komm her. You must be that Henry from the Lord of Lipa, eh?
What would you like, gentlemen?
We're just talking about the ambush on Lord von Bergoff's men.
Apparently, it was the same man who attacked your company by the pond.
Aye, no doubt about it.
Who got the better of you,
Zweimal?
That's right. They say that at Nabokov, Lord Cape, but in fact it was none other than the...
Dann ist es ja kein Wunder that puffed-up Capon won't talk to us. He's afraid we'll make fun of him.
I'm sorry, sir, but Lord Capon...
Watch your tongue. You don't want Henry to take offense and fly off the handle again?
Ja, du hast recht. I went too far. If I've offended you, Henry, we can settle scores. I'm at your service. But if you'd rather try you, that strikes me as a better option. Wie war das?
I understand. Let's play then.
We'll see about that, Bursche. I give no...
Auf geht's. I'm very curious about you. Let it be now. I want to play too, you know. Have you lost your mind? You're going to lose everything.
Even a fool gets lucky sometimes.
Nice
Good
throw,
throw,
but
but you could throw better.
I'm done. If I was you, I'd take it.
Unbelievable! I've never seen anything like that.
Diese. Schön.
Oh mein
That was
Gott!
good. It has to
Nein!
work out sometime. You have to have a bit of sense and count the dice.
Hier. Diese.
I
Oh,
knew it'd be
Scheiße!
good. I said as much. See? You can do it. Keep it up.
Indeed. Another reason to have a drink. That's why I left my
Diese.
wife at home. A good idea. This is soldier's business after all, isn't it?
Schön. Hier. What?
That's what I'm talking
Oh,
about,
come on.
damn it. That's how you have to play.
About his cousin. He used to be everywhere. Those disputes with the monastery have done him in. To hell with the prelates. I'm sick to death of them. They put their claws into everything and always
Maybe I prefer a short game to a long one like
Worse than
this.
those damn burgers. You know I had to sell them the upper pot. Terrible times. The burgers will buy us all out one of these days. Someone should clip their wings.
But Wenceslas won't do it because he loses allies against the high nobility.
Right! That pack of thieves are bribing him to get our knightly titles.
It's a shame Lord Sokol had such bad luck at Yichel.
Too right. He should have beaten the life out of them and taken their silver as well.
Is it still the same year?
Or the next
Well,
one.
maybe I'd do the same.
Umbrella come down with cholera.
Что это происходит
Like you
вообще?
don't even want to play. I was watching. A farmer lost his breeches and his boots here.
I hope you don't throw like that again.
My God, is it still not over?
I won't remember much of the journey there, I can tell you.
The unchaste woman.
Who's winning? I forgot already.
Das ist nicht möglich.
That was a good game.
Aye.
Lady Fortune gives and takes by turn.
But you're still...
Well, that's true. I apologize. No offense, Fred.
You must be Henry, yes? Lord Capon's servant.
I'm not local, so...
We're not local either.
Aye. Truly amusing escape.
Well, Well, we had a couple of misfortunes.
Only that the village yokels took you for...
Well, after you'd beaten up a couple of them, including...
Well, as I said, we had a couple...
Of course. No offense in...
My name is Old Brown, and this is yet...
Any news?
Yes. We were just...
What's that?
Nobody knows, but the name is true. Apparently Sir Otto paid a fortune for this.
Sounds like some holy...
Aye. But it occurred to Albram that it might be...
I heard him telling Chaplain Nicodemus, throwing around coin like that.
But our Sir Otto has deep pockets, and the war hasn't changed that.
Aye. Once you get involved, you and Lord Capon are here on political... You're envoys of Hanush of Lipa.
Yes. We brought a message. Now we're just waiting for Lord...
What does Margrave Yop...
To end the war, I think.
Well, well. Yops himself...
Aye. And free...
Interesting. Yet it was him who was at war with Wenceslaus just a year ago.
What about tomorrow? Will you join?
Of course. I've brought so many men we could take...
I hope you'll leave room for us as well.
Have no fear. The main thing is that all...
Well, if we burn down his castle, he's bound to have a fit.
I think Sir Yaramir will...
Aye, aye. Old Yaramir was always... He toiled all his life to build...
Yet it's nothing more than a hut on a...
All the better for us. We'll take the hood in a trice and then relieve...
I can't wait to see the look on his face.
He'll be happy to give us the wine.
I'd like to have a bit of discourse with you, young man.
My boy, even the sparrows in the east...
I'm sorry. I don't know you.
This is Johanka of Zhernov.
Pleased to meet you.
I know who you are. And the stories were some...
The pond, the stocks, and the gallows.
Your life was on the line more than one.
You're right, Father.
Well, that sounds... I'd love to hear about...
I'll be glad to...
The best place to begin.
You're right, of course. It all began one lovely day. It's a long way from our home in Ratai. So we made camp. We didn't have time for that. Because a band they killed without mercy. We had no choice but to jump into the water and swim. I can't swim.
It's truly divine intervention, my son.
Truly shocking and terrifying.
What can I say?
No doubt.
We were saved by a good-hearted old woman. But later, we got in... Well, the brawl was started by my... Even more humiliating than having the local guard.
No.
But it's true. Everyone thought we were stinking...
Bailiff Thrush put them in the stock.
Yeah, like I said, they took us for...
Fair enough. But out...
Well, it was nothing, really. But the bailiff didn't see it that way.
Excellent. I think people are wrong about you. You're a sincere and brave young man, Henry.
And rather entertaining company.
Yes, I agree. It's a pity my good friend didn't hear your story. She would have been very interested.
Who do you mean, my lady?
Unfortunately, she just went outside to get some fresh air. But the easiest way to put that right would be to go and find her. Would you escort me, Sir Knight?
Certainly, my lady.
Excellent. I'm sure the learned... It's a lovely night outside. A lovely summer night. It was horribly... Thanks for rescuing me from the clock.
Yeah, of course.
I know what you thought. Some men are terribly slow with... But maybe I underestimated you, eh?
Well, I don't think you're the kind to fall for pretty poems.
Well. Finally an exception that proves the rule.
I'm no good at...
That's enough talk, silly. Embrace me. Let's enjoy this night.
Ё-моё. Откуда я знал, что оно будет 9 часов?
Anything else, lad?
I'd like to... Sir, Would I be right in...
Correct.
What about the League of Lords?
Careful now. The war hurts everyone. Each one of us has to You can show what do you...
We'll make... I'll try not to let...
Certainly. We will talk...
Ah, junger Mann, komm her.
What's the...
Apparently,
Oh,
who got zwei? That's right. But it, he's a...
I'm sorry.
What you... Yeah, but that's... Wie war das?
I understand.
Heute werde ich Glück haben. I can feel it in my bones.
Заново теперь.
You have to have a bit of set. Count the dice.
Hier. Schön. Was ist los?
We didn't have
it's all
such
yours.
dice when I was young. We shaped them out of clay and played with them. And they were rounded and didn't have any numbers on them.
Fine, then.
See? You
It's
can
not
do
over
it.
yet.
Keep it up.
Diese. Hier. Oh
I
my
knew
God!
it'd be good.
Nein!
I said as much.
Let it be now. Play too, you know. If I was you, I'd take it.
Let's drink, my friends.
Even a fool gets lucky sometimes.
So let's hope it won't do us any harm.
It's an absolute disgrace that those Hungarian devils are also Christians.
You mean the humans, Father?
Appalling knaves. They behave like pigs.
Schön.
They rob and kill our people.
Sigismund should have thought long and hard.
That's what I'm talking about, damn it. That's how you have to play.
Fox in a hen house. But who let him in, eh? Margrave Jobst and his ilk.
They want the kingdom all to themselves, so they can rob and plunder. It's clear as day.
Have you lost your mind? You're going to lose everything. Schön. Oh my
That's
God!
good.
Nein!
It has to work out sometime.
Diese. Das
That's
war's.
good too.
You're right,
But
my
you could
friend.
throw better.
Gutes Spiel, mein...
Oh,
Ah, Lady Fortune gives and takes.
but you're still in debt.
Well, that's true. No offense, Fred.
Blacksmith's boy. What are you doing there? Get over here.
What is it? I thought a good old feast would...
You call this nothing but puffed up peacocks sucking up to... And the Chamberlain.
Nah, sod the Chamberlain.
And how many battles has he won?
You heard Lord von Berghoff.
Ulrich is a master of the quill, that's all. By the way, thanks for standing up for me.
You're welcome. I definitely trust you more in battle than him.
When push comes to shove, I won't be paying much.
I understand. But this is the only way that band of cutthroats killed our men.
Oh, maybe. You know what? But don't you forget to stop by the smithy for my sword and armor. If you want my advice, try not to get...
Don't worry. I'll take care of it.
All right. Good night then, Henry.
Your health!
Ah, our hero from the pond. What would you say if I wrote an ode to you?
You have a poet?
Me, a poet. Women swoon in his arms. There's a poetic soul.
Seems...
Aye, he's too big, but I'll pay him.
Tell me more.
Excellent. I need to get Florian.
What did he do?
He persuaded a certain dame when I sang beneath her window one evening, and that twit threw...
How do you want to get your...
Nothing of the sort. No vibe. I know that one damsel gave him a ring, and it'd be interesting to slip the ring to her best...
Now that sounds like a prick.
He's bound to have it in the chest next...
Ah, now I see why...
Well, the most important thing is that all you have to do is bring it to... In short, if you need something to...
They were cooked perfectly with...
So, how are you enjoying...
Sorry, but...
But I know you.
You know me?
Of course. And I'm not the only one. Who...
Oh,
I may have missed the start, but...
And who are you?
Black Bartosz.
What was Von...
He's the Royal Chamberlain. So, he's in charge of... And he was negotiating with the...
What?
Maybe, but he can hardly call off politics. Besides, you only gave him the mess...
Do you know what the
No, because I'm not a...
But personal bodyguards often...
Well, Hohenstein and Riesenberg are quarreling over some nonsense. Lichtenberg is trying to play both sides. Aye. And Bocek of Kunstadt is looking for a husband for his niece, Yitka. She's pretty.
I thought the League of Lords was supposed to...
What? Then? No chance.
Have you heard the plan of it?
No. Ulrich is...
Not that there's any...
I noticed that your lord isn't too far. Sir Otto respects him, and I trust him.
He's a conceited fool.
If it's glory that you seek, you cannot be shut.
Do you know the other...
They're noblemen from the... That cheerful little fellow in the middle is her. Pity you didn't see his performance on the barrel. Thankfully, the...
And the other one?
Florian of Lomnitz, a famed... For all he could care, well, we'll see.
Excuse me for a moment.
Enjoy yourself. A pitcher of wine makes a good day better still.
Does the name...
Yes, but I haven't...
Nick Vard is lying dead outside He apparently overestimated...
Are you serious?
My...
Those troublemakers are just out to cause harm wherever they can.
You're not allowed here.
Out!
Plenty of time. I'll find you, don't you worry. I've plenty of time to find you. I'll find you, don't you worry. Night shift again. Damn if I know where you are.
Ah, here it is. Florian's ring.
Hmm? Did I? Hey! You're not allowed here!
How can I help you?
I'm supposed to collect...
Aye, but that horse has already bolted.
What?
Lots of other knights were here. You should have come early.
But Chamberlain Ulrich...
I'll be happy to give you what's left, but it ain't the... I reckon you'll have to do the mending.
Look, I don't want to quarrel, And I understand, and that's all right. Because my lord, if he likes what you give him, you'll... So,
Oh, right. Well, that's a different matter. I'll give you the best I have left, although... Here you are.
see now? Well, Sakra. If you want something done, you have to do it yourself.
What would you...
I need...
Great. I'm glad you... found what you were looking for. Take... Yeah, friend.
Here's Florian.
Excellent, my friend. Now we'll...
Right.
I'd be delighted to, my friend. So no mercy. God be with you.
I have a little gift.
Oh, house.
One shy
Ooh.
to dedicate a few verses.
What? I know. What's going on? Fool? No, two-faced cheat. Wait, I can... He must have stolen that ring. What? Traitor! I never...
Thank God the provincial authority...
Well...
Aha! Of course! You set up...
No mercy, and joking aside.
I owe you a... And if you need help with anything, just say... God be with you.
Where can I find the serving girl?
I don't know. Ask me. Christ, pardon me.
Greetings. Can't it...
Excuse me, have you...
What do you want her?
I'm supposed to get some wine from her for a...
For that handsome young man? I'll go and get it, and you can forget about that ninny Catherine.
Well, the thing is, they told me...
Forget it. God knows where that cow's got to again. I ain't seen her, but don't worry. I'll be happy. I'd just like to ask if you could open the spice chest. The lock got stuck again, and...
Who locked it?
Nobody.
What? Again? Sure.
Thanks. Take care then.
I've opened this.
Really? I won't bother locking it again from now on. Here's some Hungarian wine for your journey. May the Holy Virgin watch. See you soon, my friend.
Oh well.
Бля, я думал, может поискать можно как-то эту Катерину, но, видимо, нет. Ладно.
Have you got a moment? I've heard you're a local hero.
Sorry.
This is pleased.
I know, and this...
The pond.
You're right.
Well, the best.
It's a long. We didn't have a kid. We had no. I can't truly.
True. No,
We were well, even more. But it's true.
Bailiff.
Yeah, like
fair enough. I didn't... Ah, yeah, I'm sure I'm...
Что? Почему? Ё-моё, в смысле? Почему?
You must be Henry, yes? Lord Capon's servant.
Что же раз все было нормально.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
This is
Please.
I know who. And this.
The pond. You're right.
Well, the best.
It all be. It's a long. We didn't. They killed. We had no. I can't.
truly
True. No doubt.
We were. Well, even more. But it's true.
bailiff.
Yeah, like.
Fair enough.
Well, it was nothing really.
Excellent. I think.
And rather entertaining.
Yes, I agree. It's a.
Who do you?
Unfairly. Would you?
Certainly.
Excellent. It's a lovely summer.
А тогда что не так было? Это еще до кольца. Чай быстро.
What's that sound?
Ah, here it is. Florian's ring.
What? Huh? What was that? What's that sound?
Hey, you're not allowed.
Here, Mutt.
Greetings.
I'm supposed.
Oh,
What?
Lots.
But change.
I'll be. I reckon.
Look, and that's if you like. So.
Oh, I'll give. Here you are.
See now? Sucker.
What would you like? Great. Come back anytime.
Here's
Heck,
right.
I'd be so no. I'd be with you.
I have a
Oh,
one to dedicate.
what? What's good for? No, Two-Face. Wait, he must have. What?
Well,
Aha!
no more.
And I'd be with you.
So, but
You know, of course. Oh,
I may
and
black.
what was?
He's the and
What?
maybe. Besides,
Do you
no. Well, licked eye. What?
Have you?
No.
Not that they're.
I know, sir. If it's glory.
Do you know?
Then no, that pity.
And the other.
Frawley, well,
Excuse me for.
enjoy a pitch.
You must be Hen.
I'm not local.
We're not local.
Aye, truly amusing.
Well, we are.
Only
Well, as a.
My name is.
And in you.
yes.
What's that?
Nobody knows. Apparently,
Sounds like.
Ah,
I heard him throw.
but us.
You and your.
Yes. Now
What does
to end.
Well,
Aye.
interest?
What about?
of course. Have no.
Well, if we.
It's all get it all the better.
You got a moment? I've heard you're a local hero. It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
Greeting.
Excuse.
What do you
I'm supposed.
for that hat?
What, the,
Forget it. But don't. I just like the lock.
who?
No.
What? Sure.
Thanks. Take care. Have a nice evening.
Christ, pardon me.
I've opened the.
Really? I won't bother looking. Here's some. May the farewell.
Он сохранился.
I'm sorry.
This is you.
Please to.
I know who you and the story.
Что-то можно было на Q? Как так, что между нами закончился? Надо будет сделать. Тут я не знаю, есть вообще в замке алхимический стол.
Have you got a moment? I've heard you're a local hero.
My boy, even the sparrows in the eaves are serenading your escapades.
Can I help you?
This is your
Please to.
I know who you are and this.
The pond. You're right.
I'd the back.
It all be. It's a lot. We didn't have. They killed. We had. No, I can't truly.
True.
Well,
No doubt.
we were. Well, even more. But it's true. Yeah, like,
Fair.
that was nothing.
Excellent.
And rather
Yes, I agree.
Who do you?
And thirdly, would you?
Не знаю, что я сделал.
Certainly, man.
Excellent. I'm sure the learned it's a lovely night out. A lovely summer night. It was horribly stuffy inside. Thanks for rescuing me from the claws.
Yeah, of course.
I know what you thought. Some men are terribly, but maybe I underestimated.
I don't think you're the kind to fall for pretty
Well. Finally, that's enough talk, silly. Embrace me. Let's enjoy this night. It wasn't made for sleep, after all.
350 за счет их, видимо. Что такое? Где до сих пор вот этот вот баф. Ничего не выкачать. Так, справимся.
I've got your armor and wine for the journey.
Let's see what von Bergov's...
I'm gonna give that blacksmith Ossiner a kick up the ass.
What do you mean? It's not that bad.
Well, if it hadn't been for me.
What about you? Ready for battle?
Ready.
Excellent. I can't wait to... Hold. Damn it. But so what? Let's go. I can't wait to put that fraud from Navarkov in irons. With the force we have, we'll take their little fort in a trust. What do you think? Don't tell me you don't fancy going into battle. Ah. See, I won't get...
Ё-моё. Опять есть теперь.
What's the matter, Henry? We have to set off. What's the matter, blacksmith's boy?
I've got your armor and...
Let's see what von Ber... What do you mean?
Well, if it hadn't been...
What about...
Ready.
Excellent. I can't wait. Hold. Damn it. But so what? Let's go. Can't wait to put that fraud from Navarkov in irons. The force we have, we'll take their little fort in a trice. What do you think?
I agree. It certainly won't be a long siege. Nebakov isn't Talmberg.
Exactly. We won't be needing a trebuchet this time. A couple of ladders and a battering ram will do just fine. I'm almost worried the foot soldiers will get it done without us. And I won't even have time to swing my sword.
I can't wait to repay them for their kindness. I can still feel the spot in my shoulder where that arrow hit me at the pond.
Never mind your arrow. What about the humiliation I suffered? The rope is too good for those knaves. I'd have them quartered if it were up to me.
Aye, and quartered at least 3 times for what they did.
You're right. I'll ask von Bergov to send for a truly skillful executioner. And when we've dealt with that band, Hanush is sure to acknowledge that I've made up for my mistake. Everything will be back to the way it was before. Audentes fortuna juvat!
Watch out!
Тоже арбалет есть. Может быть, снарядить.
How was the Hungarian wine, gentlemen? I hope you don't have sore heads this morning.
Don't worry, Lord Chamberlain. My head is clear. A real knight knows how to behave on the eve of a battle.
What about your faithful servant and protector here?
I'm ready for battle, sir. I'm glad to hear it. Sir Otto has charged me with keeping you safe. I hope you don't have anything against me escorting you today, Lord Capon.
I can't say what an honor it is for me. I suppose someone doesn't want me to mess up again, eh?
But Lord Capon, taking care of our guests is right and proper.
You, Sir Ulrich, should worry about not getting too many bloodstains on you today.
We all have our orders, and mine are to defeat that band of scoundrels in Nabarkov. Why dally then when we have work to do? To battle, gentlemen! Open the gate! We're moving out.
That outlaw and his band really fucked with us last time, eh?
I'm just hoping he won't fuck with us again now.
There aren't enough of them that can tackle this kind of force.
True enough.
And to think, I drank a toast with that fucker. Christ!
I hope you enjoyed your wine, Lord Capon, since old Neback was chewing on dry straw in his own cellars.
Don't you worry, Chamberlain. I'll see to that sneaky fucker in person.
You two are pathetic. I get the impression you're afraid to go into these woods, even with an army around you.
Yeah, I think I can see now why your lord barely escaped with his life. Maybe his captain underestimated the foe as light-heartedly as you.
Weigh your words carefully, young man. You didn't fare any better yourselves.
Yeah, that's exactly why I'll be a lot more...
What the... My God! Where?
Fucking hell! He knows how to sword fight.
Hey! Fuck! Can't get out.
Give me your hand. Come on! God's sake! Get up, Henry!
I'm coming.
Back off, bastard! Those really pissed me off. We have to get out of here. We can't go Get the path!
I'll be done with you.
You'll get another right away.
He's dead! You nearly
Henry! We have to keep going! Down the path! We can't go back! Come on, then! Henry! That won't work on me!
Show what you're mad Slice him up!
Keep on! Yeah!
I have to go to him.
Fuck! Chamberlain Ulrich! We have to help the fool! Do you hear, Henry? I need you here! Hey! Henry, cover up!
You fool! My leg's caught!
This is all your fault!
Shut up! Help me! Quick!
Christ, man. I don't know why I'm bothering with you. A bit more! Come on! Try to help me, for fuck's sake!
My God!
Henry! Grab the Chamberlain and let's get out of here! We have to get away! So help him!
I'm here. I'll help you. Fucking scum! Whoresons! Bastards! Curs!
Fuck me! Ulrich's dead! Let's get out of here! We have to find a different way! There are more of them in You got him! Right! There must be a way through somewhere! Make it fast! Come on, find a way out of here! I'll slow them down! Fuck! We've got to get out of here! There's more of them coming!
Watch out! I can't aim!
Get on, then! Let's go down! We'll lose them on the other side of the stream!
Nice strike!
That was something! Christ! It's the same everywhere!
Take that! Scum!
Jessica!
Go to hell!
The mill! We'll lose them on the other side of the stream!
You're mine! Watch out! I can't get a shot in!
And we can go home!
Strike! Come on, then!
Quick! Down to the mill and cross the stream! Ha! Blood flowing! have to get out of
Capon, where the hell is he? I have to go to him.
Come on then.
We have to go down! Down to the mill and across the stream! Christ! It's the same everywhere! What a massacre!
You won't be able to take another one like that.
You won't be able to take another one like that! You got him! Next!
We have to get to the mill!
No
We'll lose
mercy!
them on the other side of the stream! Watch out, Henry! There are shooters behind the wagon!
Capon! Hans! Christ, I have to go to him.
Aha! Bleeding like a stuck pig! What the hot Ah! Nearly got me! Nicely done!
Let's go down! We'll lose them on the other side of the stream! Christ!
Capon!
Stop messing
Where the
about
hell is
and
he?
help me!
I have to go to him.
Hans? Hans! Look at me! Hans!
That'll do!
We'll surely get a nice fat ransom for Lord Capon of Kirkstein.
You'll have to take him first.
My boy, courage is a thing of honor.
But what you're proposing isn't courage. It's foolhardiness.
Well, better to have honor than to sneak up and ambush people from hiding.
It works, though. War is a nasty business. And it is better to have your head on your neck and your foe on his knees than the other way around.
Now, what is a coward turned to banditry? You should have been a knacker. You'd still have your head on your neck. And your own seat in the tavern.
Shut your stupid mouth. You have no idea who you're talking to.
Yeah, to a weasel. Who shoots from the bushes instead of a fair fight.
You think so, huh?
Why dirty your hands with him, Captain? One shot.
I'm actually starting to think this young knight deserves a fair chivalrous duel. If he's good enough, I'll let him live. So, my boy, let's see what you got. you can scare me? Not a chance. Jesus Christ!
Make him dance.
What are you waiting for, you wretch? Damn it! You're good.
Shishka, you all right?
So, do you reckon you can trust an outlaw to keep his word of honor?
The best laid plans of men don't always come to fruition. As the saying goes, man proposes, but God disposes. And then boots you right in the balls. All I wanted was a quiet life. Nothing more. Take it easy. Have a bit of fun now and again. And not piss anyone off too much. Apart from the Uzit's bailiff. But that's a different matter. But there's spiteful tongues everywhere. Well, you know how it is. And they complained about me to the man up above.
What? Him?
No! The bishop!
And then they kicked me out, saying I was a disgrace to the parish.
What disgrace? A man has to enjoy himself from time to time. They couldn't just kick...
Well, I threw up during a sermon. You beat...
Holy fucking shit! I mean, sorry, Father.
So actually, it suited me fine when Anush and Radzig's boys... My nag Bibiana is happy to stretch her legs a bit finally. Even though she's so unused to it. When I tied her up by the gate here...
What boys are you looking for?
It's no secret. I need to find them.
I'll be glad.
It's these two young fellas that recently said... One's a blue-blooded fledgling and the other's a smart-ass smith. Does that ring a bell?
Ah, everyone who was at the Semine wedding knows them. They caused such a ruckus.
Well, I never.
Well, far a big force left the castle this morning, and they were ambushed. A terrible massacre. Folks
do like talk.
Seriously. I heard the Trotsky chamber, and most likely, your friends and all. I'm sorry.
What? Who's that? You said they were locked up.
Annie and Kuba from the Barkov Mill saw it. They managed to get... Ask them yourself if you want. They're in the barn, round the back.
They could be mistaken, though.
Well, if you want to be sure, you can go and see. From the inn, follow the road east, till you get to... Oh, by all accounts, them bodies are...
Surely not all of them. Those two lads are as tough as old boots. Well, thank you, in any case. I'll go and ask around, and God willing, I'll get them in one piece.
Hope dies last. I'm sorry I haven't better news for you. Safe travels, Father Godwin.
God bless you.
Greetings.
Please, God, make Cooper better again.
Watch where you're going. Holy Mother of God.
Greetings.
What's going on?
The Lords are having a scrap. Like this one. He'll be lucky.
Take care now. Please.
God be with you.
Me?
What happened to you?
An awful disaster. In the evening, some men burst in, and then, in the morning, they were awful. Dreadful.
Easy. You've...
Branches snapping. Horse, we tried to flee, but Cooper was hit.
We hid until it was all over. They took some...
So the ambush wasn't the end?
Like Cooper says, them scout...
And that commander of theirs...
Hanged?
Aye.
Well, who were those?
Some of them wore Lord Nebag's colours, but we know his men. They ride by the mill often.
I'm looking for two friends. Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein and Henry.
Lord have mercy. They were the ones that was taken captive.
Are you sure?
Aye. After what they got up to at this, they was hanged.
My God! Surely not. There must have been lots of people there. Maybe you made a mistake and...
I'm sorry.
How can you be so sure?
I'm just...
I'm asking if you're sure. Would you swear to God? Well, speak!
Before Almighty God? Well, maybe. I mean, it was all a bit...
I'll leave you to get some rest. I must find my friends, however they ended up. Da Deus Fortunae.
Oh, was that Latin? Are you a priest or what?
Aye, I'm a priest. Well, I used to be.
Merciful Mother of God. That's some good fortune at least. Could you bless Cooper, please? Maybe he'll get better if you put a word in for him with the Almighty.
Of course. I'd be happy to. Benedictio Domini sit vobiscum. Benedictus qui venit in nomine Domini.
Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Father. Here, take this and pray for us, please.
All right. Of course I will. Farewell, my friends.
Please, God, make Cooper better again. I beg you.
I hope the pain will stop soon, Father.
It's in God's hands now.
Oh, God.
Thank you for the blessing.
It hurts like hell.
It's always the common folks that suffer the most. And you're supposed to believe there's justice.
So, baby, shall we hit the road?
Quick! 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 Hiya! Where will we find them? What do you think, Viviana? Hiya! Quick! I'm supposed to take a left at the crossroads. Quick! Well, this must be that chapel. Now to the right, and down to the woods. Quick! Here! Go! The tracks went to the right. Tread carefully. That company must have headed into the thicker forest. They used the trees as cover. Okay, nice and slow. Wagons. They probably used them to block the way and prevent a retreat. Smart. I should keep my eyes peeled. They rained arrows down. Good God, what a bloodbath.
It stinks of shit.
What are you gaping at? Well...
What are you up to?
What's it to you?
I think not. And you don't need to raise...
So you should. You don't look...
I'm looking for two of my friends here.
Then they're fucked!
You can't know that.
Are you blind, old man? Take it.
What happened here?
Von Bergov's soldiers took a hammering. That's all you need to know. I don't care who did it or why. All I care...
Stop with that desecration!
Thanks a lot for your advice. But you clear off and take no notice of us if you're looking for a corpse. If you get a move on, you won't even have to do much.
Just take it easy.
Get lost and...
God Almighty, bless their souls. And they blocked their way forward as well. They were trapped. The man who planned this thinks like a true warrior. In any case, the innkeeper wasn't exaggerating. It looks like a Turkish raiding party swept through here.
Damn it, where do you... Hey, I told you quite clearly to stay in the forest. You're welcome to anything you find up top, but stay away.
God be with you, lad. I'm not one of those caught.
Listen, one more step.
Calm down. I don't...
Oh? And who?
The Lord God, my son. And wine, every now and again.
What are you saying? You don't look like no priest.
I hear that a lot. But it's God's truth.
So who are you
I'm looking for my friends. And I want to...
All right, follow me.
Move it, idlers. Bury them properly so the wild animals don't get to them.
Eric!
What are you doing here? You're supposed to be on guard at the mill. I made it quite clear. I want that fucking rabble kept out of here. Who's this? Your pa?
No, sir. He says...
Quiet! You, speak! Who are you?
Godwin. I'm a priest and I'm looking for my friends. Or their bodies.
And what exactly do you want from me?
Now that I've introduced myself...
You may have introduced yourself, but I don't know why I should believe...
I get your point. De omnibus est dubitandum. Let's just say I'm whatever I need to be at the moment. A priest, a warrior, a tireless lover. After all, the Lord helps those who help themselves, eh?
Well, you know how to preach. Maybe you really are a priest.
I'd like to ask what happened.
What do you think? A battle is what happened, and the best side won. Us. Now I've got to...
sorry, this might sound stupid.
The cream of the local fiefdom. That bastard von Burgos.
It looks like you crushed them badly.
So if your pals were against us?
I hope not. I don't think you'd throw a nobleman into any old hole.
Nobleman?
Aye, a nobleman. I'm looking for the Lord of Perkstein in this page.
The Lord of Perkstein?
Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, and Henry of Skalitz.
The captain took some prisoners with him, but I've no idea.
You'd better hope it is.
Right then. My name's Eric, and I'm in command here.
Excellent, Eric. I'd like to see the prison.
We'll see. Have you brought a ransom?
I still don't know if they're dead or alive. So first, I want to see them.
Right, fellas. We'll finish this. If you want to keep your head on your shoulders, clear off on the double.
You?
Aye, it's me, old man.
What's this about? Do you know them?
I bumped into them in the forest. They were robbing the dead.
Did you hear what I fucking said? Get lost, or it'll end badly.
I won't take orders from you, you dog! We're outnumbered, but we can take them. And then I'll take you to our prisoners. Deal?
If we survive.
Let's see if you're as good with that sword as with your tongue. Come on then, you assholes!
Show what you're made of!
Nicely done!
I'll rip your arse open. We'll finish this one.
Bash him on the head! Come on, then.
Do it.
Fuck! That was something! They got what they had coming.
I'd say it's God's punishment.
You really know how to wield a sword and leave God out of it this time.
In the Battle of Kosovo. I did a bit of traveling when I was young.
And you settled down in your...
Till recently, I was the parish priest in Ujits, near
Sasau?
Looks to me like you're going to need a bigger hole for...
We're not going to dig graves for those fuckers.
Leave them to rot without a Christian burial, and besides, those
Sod the wolves. Let them fill.
Anyway, what about our agreement?
Still on? I'll take you to the castle.
What castle?
Nebarkov. Although... So tell me, Godwin, why are you looking for those two anyway?
Oh, they're my friends. Aye. I hadn't heard from them for a long time, so I set out to find them.
Surely a priest can't leave his parish just like that, can he?
Mother Church isn't happy with me. I sinned.
Does it have anything to do with the way you wield a weapon?
In a manner of speaking.
Look, that's Nabokov up on the left. It's got a commanding view of the whole valley. Now tell me, do you ride as well as you wield a sword? Let's see. I'll race you there. Yeah!
Go! Yeah! Yeah! Quick! Go! Yeah!
Well now, you're a fine horseman.
Bibiana might look like any old nag.
Bit like you. In any case, welcome to Nabokov. We'll leave the horses here. Not to worry, I'll
A very nice fortress. How did...
In a moment, you can ask the
I can't wait. Wait here for me, Bibiana. I'll be back soon. And maybe I'll have the two little blighters with me.
Open the gate!
Where's the chief? I brought him a guest.
Just now he's interrogating some captives.
Call him.
I believe they're still alive. You're in luck.
I hope so.
What is it, Eric? I'm busy.
This here is Father Goodwin. For a priest, he's handier with a sword than most of your men. He helped us against some bandits. And he's looking for Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein.
Well, well. This is quite a turn-up. I've just had a very interesting chat with this Capon. And your Istvan. Now I think I want to have a chat with you. Go and wait for me in the tower.
God be with you, Captain. I expect you're the master of this fortress.
You surmise correctly. Who are you? And to what do I owe the honor of your visit?
As your man-at-arms Eric said, I'm Father Godwin. I'm in the service of Sir Hanush of Lipa, and I'm looking for his nephew.
Hanush of Lipa, eh? Interesting. Did I hear correctly that you're a priest? You don't look the part.
Ne credas aurum, quid resplendent ut aurum. Perhaps not, but I am. And who are you, sir?
You don't need to know my name. I'm a knight, and that should be enough for you.
Conversing with a man without knowing his name is a little awkward. But so be it. Am I to understand, Sir Knight, that young Lord Capon is alive and well and is in your captivity here?
You understand correctly. And he's in better shape than I am. I don't have this bandaged eye for fashion. That page of his did this to me.
It doesn't pay to underestimate that one. He's one of the few who can hold his own with me, whether sword fighting or boozing.
Boozing? You're a proper priest, then.
Unfortunately, the bishop had other ideas.
I have a feeling that's just one chapter in your colored history. Am I right?
Indeed. But this isn't the time or place for recounting adventures. You have my friends, and I want them back. So what do we do about that?
Straight to the point, eh? You're a man after my own heart. So what do you propose?
First of all, I'd like to see them, to make sure they're safe and sound as you claim.
They're both fine, for now. You have my word.
The word of an unknown knight? That's as much use to me as
the word of a dubious priest with a bloody sword in one hand and a wineskin in the other is to me.
Well, let me put it another way, Sir Knight. I don't know what happened here exactly, who you are, or what your quarrel with Otto von Bergau is. But I guarantee you that those two greenhorns won't interfere with your plans, and you've no reason to hold them.
I'll have you know, these two greenhorns came with Otto von Bergov's army to conquer this